If it wasn't for government assistance, a lot of us would be homeless under a bridge. Do you not understand that?
Hello, my friends. This is the Dave Show. So glad you could stop by and spend a little bit of time with me. We have a great episode planned for today, so let's get on with the rest of the show. Let's do it. All right, my friends, we are starting out with a couple of memes, as always, I guess. So let's get right into it. The first one is our good friend AOC. Let's check it out. It says, the only bartender in history who gets pissed when you ask for ice. That's funny. Our next meme talks about the libs who are not really happy about kids being homeschooled because they're going to be, not in reach of their propaganda indoctrination techniques that they have right now. So let's check it out. If you homeschool your kids, they won't fit in with society. She seems pretty angry about that with the multicolored hair. Let's see what the common sense response might be. Correct. Yeah. You are 100% correct. We do not want you even, looking at our kids. Last up, we have a pic. I don't really think it's a meme. Maybe it's a meme, but it's it's kind of funny. I would definitely be very disappointed if this is the end result of my tattoo. Let's take a look. Just started my own tattoo business. I mean, that's great. Good for that person. I work from home. All right. Below is my latest work for another happy customer. Inbox for prices, please. I don't know if this inbox is going to be very full. Let's check out this masterpiece. Oh my, oh my gosh, what is that? It's like the Eye of Cyrus with, is that like a llama snout with maybe a wolf ear? I don't know what that neck is doing. It's like a dragon neck. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's supposed to be a wolf or maybe it's supposed to be a llama. Either way, it's horrible. My gosh. You need a little bit of practice, my friend. All right, my friends, it is time. We are about to jump into that big, liberal, deep pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
And y'all keep talking about government assistance. Honestly, I'm going to be real. I'm being real and pure. If it wasn't for government assistance, a lot of us would be homeless under a bridge. Do you not understand that? I didn't have my fucking family as a kid. What makes the fuck think I got them now as an adult? And I don't want them. So, yeah, I live on government assistance. Yeah, I get food stamps. Yeah, I get the help. Because it's hard out motherfucking here. You can't do everything by your fucking self, so I'm grateful for the government fucking assistance. They've done more for me than my own fucking blood. I'm grateful for what the fuck I get. What I have. Because if it wasn't for them, I would be under a fucking bridge. I used to sleep at the fucking bus stop as a fucking kid. Shut the fuck up.
Well, my dear, it is possible for people to do it on their own. It happens all the time. Just look pretty much everywhere in the United States, around the world. But look, the government assistance is there for a specific reason. And I'm not saying you don't need to be on government assistance. I'm just saying maybe look at getting some grants or something. Find a trade school to get an actual skill that you could do to be self-reliant and not be, so dependent on the government. That's not the best way to live. Just saying.
I just don't get why everyone is so upset about these concentration camps. I mean, where was your boo-hooing and where was all this energy when Obama was doing it? I don't know. Maybe I was in fucking high school econ class in my small, rural, racist farm town where I was being taught concepts like no such thing as free lunch. You really think that I was going to be informed on what was happening when I was 16 years old? When I had a postpartum mother at home with my baby brother? When, I don't know, my mom was trying not to lose our house through the recession? Sorry, I didn't fucking know about it then, but let's pretend. Let's pretend for a second that I did know. I did know, and it was somehow at 16 years old when I couldn't vote, it was my responsibility to talk about it and do something about it, okay? And let's pretend that all that was true and I still didn't do it. I'm saying something now. Why aren't you? Why is the argument well, where was this energy then? Where is this energy now? You want to bitch and moan that Democrats weren't complaining about that then? I have a problem with that, knowing it now. Two wrongs don't make a right. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Why have we forgotten the kindergarten fucking basics? I'm mad. I'm so fucking mad, and I have nowhere to put my fucking rage anymore.
Hey, MAGA women, I just want to let you guys know that you can't use the word girl anymore. I see a lot of you in my comments, and you start it with, girl, I want to tell you something. Girl, you're so dumb. You guys can't use that anymore. You voted to get rid of all the gays and all the black people. That is where that vernacular comes from, my love. And we can talk about the history of that word because it has a lot of history behind it. But one person that really can't use it is you. You can't use that anymore. You can't say girl anymore. You can't talk about it kiki. You can't use that anymore if you voted for that man. No more Love Island for you. No more RuPaul's Drag Race for you. No more Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. No more Real Housewives. That's culture that you said you don't like.
I'm pretty sure the culture you're talking to is not the culture that you think you're talking to. Straight white women that are conservative, they're not going around starting their sentences with girl, and they're not watching Drag Race and Housewives of Atlanta and all that other ghetto stuff. That's not the demographic I think you're talking to. So yeah. Our next two clips are comedy clips. The first one, the delivery is not the best, but the message is pretty on point for the most part. The second one is much more polished, and it's pretty funny. So take a look.
Yeah, this country is so divided, right? They're saying we should separate liberals from one country, conservatives in another country. And when I heard that, I was like, oh no, we can't do that. If America ever goes to war, I want conservatives defending us. Right? Those guys that stormed the Capitol, that's who I want fighting for this country. Have you seen their photos? They'd be on the battlefield with their horns and their fur. They'll be like, America! America! Can you imagine liberal snowflakes at war? Oh, they'd be on the battlefield being like, oh my God, this is not a safe space. Why are there so many triggers? And the general will be like, shoot him. Are you sure that is the right pronoun? Gen Z liberals will be even worse. The general will be like, attack. They'll be like, I don't chase, I attract.
Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died. All right. No, you don't have to do that. It was fine. I didn't write it. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. Must have probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually. Let's move on as a country and ignore that.
The more I hear Shane Gillis, the more I like him. He is definitely one of the more edgy comedians out there. He just really doesn't give a crap if he pushes the boundaries. But it's pretty awesome that right now, with the temperature of what's going on in Washington with the whole Epstein thing, it's pretty awesome that he can joke about that and not be thrown into the cancer culture, environment or whatever, the mob. So I think our culture, the normal culture, is getting back. And I'm not sure why I have trouble saying culture, but anyways.
Would you want someone who is not necessarily stable or ready to bring a child into this world and provide that child the life it deserves?
So I just want to play this out. At what point does the human being in utero become a human being in your mind? Because it must be not human then human. When does it cross that threshold?
I'd say more so in the 2nd to 3rd trimester. It goes from a clump of cells in the 1st trimester to the heart being developed in the brain and the nervous system.
So when does the heart begin?
I believe in the 2nd trimester.
6 weeks. That's the 1st trimester, right? So a heartbeat is detectable between 6 to 8 weeks. That's 2 months. The 2nd trimester does not start till 18 weeks. Brain waves are detectable at 10 weeks. So tell me why 2nd and 3rd trimester.
Because that's when the baby is more so developed. If I were to get pregnant right now, I would not be able to give birth to that child and give it the life it deserves.
How did you get pregnant?
Accidents still happen, guys. Like,
okay,
you can be on birth control.
But then shouldn't you take responsibility for your orgasms?
No.
So let me be clear, that you want to have all the fun, but none of the responsibility.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying accidents still happen.
No, of course, and you know what happens when accidents involve other human beings? You don't terminate them. Your life began not at birth, but at conception. About 9 months before your birth.
That's your opinion.
Well, it's actually science's opinion. You know why? DNA does not start in 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 20 weeks. It starts at conception. And that's when you were formed. That's when you came into this world and you were worthy of protection.
Hey now, this is what dreams.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I believe admiring communism should be just as wrong as admiring Nazism. There are two sides of the same coin. Both are collectivist ideologies that destroy individual rights and justify violence for the greater good. Nazis outrightly condemned. But communists? They write books, teach in universities, and are praised in academia. Even though communism has killed over 100 million people and enslaved entire nations. So why is it still cool to support communism? Because many admit that communism fails in practice, but still defend its intentions. That's a mistake. Communism doesn't fail despite good intentions. It fails because its foundation is evil.
Not wearing a mask in public is one of the weirdest things you can do. RN? What? No. It's so sad. Oh boy. We've got a Karen. Karen in the wild. She is triggered by something in this, something in the pool. I don't know what. Don't know why she's so pissed.
Just get in your car. No, I can't.
Of course you're not gonna be able to dump a pool. You're stupid. Yeah, just walk all over the pool, lady. Just complete disrespect for people's property. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
You gotta get in how you get out. You gotta get in how you get out. Don't fucking touch it.
That's funny.
Come on, brave girl.
It's like you got in. You gotta figure out how to get out.
Come on, brave girl.
What is she doing?
And you're not brave. You're brave.
Why is she even? I don't get that last clip. Who cares about if someone has a pool?
Card is active and the PIN is set. Your food check balance is $560.
Okay.
So what? So what? and they click tomorrow, so it'll be 1,700 and some change more. So, what's your point? What is your point?
Well,
okay. What? Just tell me.
Honestly, lady, I really don't care. I just go take that money and buy some more oversized rimmed glasses and live a happy life. But my only question is, do you actually deserve that money? I'm pretty sure you don't. But look, if you do, great. That's what it's there for. But if you don't, then you need to be kicked off of the system. There's so much fraud and waste and abuse. Billions of dollars could be saved, and I'm pretty sure you're part of the problem.
Immigration is not a right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution to everyone anywhere in the world who thinks they want to come to the United States. Immigration is a privilege. It is a privilege granted by the people of the United States to those we choose to admit.
So I just got done scarfing down some Taco Bell, which I'll definitely be regretting later.
Probably.
But the whole time I was sitting there eating, I was like thinking of Trump and Epstein and Pam Bondi and this whole drama deal going on. And the only thing I could think of was, I really hope they fucking arrest Adam Schiff.
Well, I concur on both points, sir.
Wonder what just fucking grinds my gears? Males that think they know what the fuck the anatomy of a female feels like. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Acting like you think you know what the fuck it is. You have no reason to act like you know what a female body feels like. Never experienced, never will experience it, so shut the fuck up and let the females make their own rules.
I don't care what you say, but when a white person start complimenting your hair, it's time to take that shit down, bitch. All white people keep saying, oh, your hair is cute, girl. Oh, geez.
So what do you want? Do you want some white woman to come up and be like, oh, girl, your hair is so nappy. that weave looks just horrible. I don't know. I don't have any other examples, but you know what I'm trying to say. And, also, if anybody's going to say anything about your appearance, it's probably going to be, by those 15-pound glasses you're wearing. Jeez Louise.
If for some reason you guys are still hesitant and are filled with doubt of what we the people can do when we come together and unite, we're actually using a very viable resource every day that solidifies what I already know and believe. TikTok is fortunately, and I guess for some unfortunate, the only way that we can get reliable information and news on what's going on in the world around us today. All sourced by people like us, everyday citizens, everyday people from all around the world, whether you're in this country, in other countries. This is the proof right here on this platform alone that when we come together, we can achieve great things, including sharing information. Because I may have a puzzle piece, you may have a puzzle piece, but when we come together and put those puzzle pieces together, we're fucking dangerous and unstoppable, baby.
I don't want to do anything that requires me to make money, and unfortunately this life requires me to make money, so I think it's safe to say that I just don't want to fucking do it.
When Trump passes away, I'll be more than happy to write the obituary. Okay. It's gonna be short and sweet.
Oh yeah,
he ain't shit, he ain't never been shit, and he will never be shit.
I don't know what is going on with this whole Epstein thing. It's like going this way, we're going to release, and then this way, we're not going to release anything. And it's just becoming a big mess. I love Trump. I'm a ride or die kind of guy with him. But I don't understand what the heck he's talking about, or if this is some kind of 5D chess that he's doing. But to say that he doesn't want the support of any of his followers that think there's a issue with the Epstein files, like, that's insane. That's so out of character for him to do this. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. A couple of days ago, there was this big kerfuffle that the Republicans voted not to release the Epstein files. And I was just kind of like, that's weird. That's kind of weird. But Marjorie Taylor Greene gives a explanation of what actually happened, because the mainstream media is not giving you the truth, obviously. So let's just hear what she has to say, because it explains at least a little bit of what's going on. What do you guys think? Do you want the Epstein files released, or just get this thing put to bed, or do we want to just move on? I would be curious to hear your thoughts.
I got to correct something real quick.
Please.
So it's being reported that House Republicans unanimously voted to block the release of the Epstein files, and I want to straighten out the record right now. That is not true. If I could vote, okay. If I could vote to release the Epstein files, guys, you would have my vote. I would vote yes. Here's what just happened. It was a procedural vote, and we have these all the time. It's called a PQ. It's voting on the previous question. And if the Democrats had won the previous question, which I know sounds insane, it's one of these crazy rules in the House that are hard to understand, that means they would control the House floor. And that means they could bring up anything. They could bring up impeachment articles against President Trump. They could bring up a whole package of insane Democrat agenda items and force votes on the House floor on these things. That's what we voted against. We never allowed Democrats to have control of the House floor because we control the House floor.
Yes.
So it's a misunderstanding, and I just wanted to straighten that out.
I'm just being honest with you. This is concerning.
I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax.
I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. It's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
I support Trump. He's still my president. He's still doing a lot of great things. We got all of these open-ended things that are lingering out there about Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think people are stupid because they want to get to the bottom of it, because the MAGA people are the one that put it out there. I can't believe Donald Trump is calling people stupid for his own people, telling people that they're going to release the Epstein file. There's a whole bunch of people that are saying the same thing and the question the same thing. Alan Dershowitz was actually involved in this to a certain degree, and so he said he had some of the information in discovery. And he said, no, there's not a list, but there are information that the government is withholding. Alan Dershowitz worked directly with Donald Trump, and Alan Dershowitz was also Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer at some point. Alan Dershowitz is saying that there's something there. It's something there, but they're hiding it and blaming the Democrats now. And I think Donald Trump needs to apologize and correct the script on this. He needs to say, I'm sorry, I misread the room. This is what we have, and this is what we don't have. When I say that the Democrats lied, it's that the Democrats lied to the Republicans that took this and ran with it. And the people you should be mad at are the Republicans who ran with insufficient evidence and tried to make it a reality. And now we're in office and there's no there. You need to listen to what Kesh Patel say. You need to listen to what Pam Bondi say, because they physically see the evidence, and they've shown the evidence to me, and there's no there. He killed himself. It was a conspiracy made up a long time ago that y'all fell for it. And we fell for it because our people told us that this was a real thing. I'm never going to forget that he did this.
I've never seen this in my life. Throwing out a boat.
That doesn't even make sense. There's no way that would even work. These people are absolutely stupid to even try. It's time for Dave's Detox. It's like, what? Man. Not a good outcome. Oh, jeez. What do you expect? Jeez. Wow. It's maybe down in Louisiana. It's like, what?
Oh my goodness.
I know. Doing some wrestling there. Oh no! Oh no! Got the rear hold choke. That's awesome. That's funny. Cat's like, get over here. Aww. All right, my friends, that is it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, slap that bell around. And, you know, concerning likes, please go out of your way to try to hit that thumbs up. It really does make a difference, I believe, with the algorithm and how YouTube views this video, because, you know, people like it. But I do generally hope that you do like it. Until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.